Alrighty, I'm at my end farm of endermen, of murder and death. Got these webbed shears. I want to add efficiency 5 onto them. Alright, 16 levels. That's doable. Okay, I do want to redo this enderman farm soon. I don't know if I'll do it on camera or not. There are two things I want to do. One is get them into a one-wide trench, which I've seen a method. I don't know who came up with it, but I've seen it on Impulse's channel. If I remember, I will put a link in the description, but I probably won't. And with that, if I get them into a one-wide trench, I'm going to remove this part. We're going to have them drop onto hoppers. I'm going to put up a wall all the way back here, because there'll be no need to come back here. And then I'll probably have some stairs or something hiding the hoppers. And then, that is it. We can smack them. All the ender pearls will get sucked up into the hoppers. I've got lots of room underneath to do stuff with them. Either have them store a certain amount of them, and then the rest will get spat out into the void. And then I also want to redo the style of farm. So this one's a pressure plate style. I'm going to convert it to a tripwire version, which is a little bit more efficient. And also, I might add some more layers up top there. I got to take a look at how far I went up. But I'd like to get this to the point where I can't empty it out. And right now I am able to do that. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to do was do that. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll head back to the base. Anything else we should do while we're here? We could stock up on pearls, I guess. Let's take as many as we can carry. Alright, back at the village. I've done a decent amount of work on the sewer, which we may go take a look at in a second here. And part of that, someone mentioned maybe throwing in some vines, which I wanted to do. So I set up this kind of makeshift vine farm. And actually, I want to see if... Do I have shears in here? I do. I want to see if efficiency makes a difference on these guys. It doesn't look like it actually does. That's too bad. I was hoping I could just like fly through here with the efficiency ones. And I even have haste. So that's too bad. But yeah, I was going to grab a bunch of this. I had put down 64 here as the seeds. So I don't know what I should use. If I should just use regular ones or if I should use these ones and then repair them. In terms of iron use, it would be best to use the enchanted ones with the unbreaking, because they will last a lot longer. But this doesn't look like this has had that much time to grow. And I think I was pretty far that way too, which is why I don't think most of these were growing. Or the far ones, maybe. Now we are right close to a jungle that has plenty of vines that have been growing since the beginning of time. So I could head on over there and shear as well. But I thought it might be nice to have a nice one in here where it didn't matter what time of day it was. I could just shear away. Maybe I'll grab some of these and then we will head down into the sewer. I'll show you what I've been doing. It's very tedious work, but I think I've done the majority of that now. I still have to figure out how we're going to light it up, so I think that might be what we start with today, is trying a few different things to see what looks best for lighting up those paths and getting a minimal amount of lighting in place. Well, I've already gone back more than I've put in to this. So that was 64 I planted originally. And what do we got now? We're almost at 2 stacks. Good. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I don't know what the best way to farm these things is. If I cut the top one, it destroys one. I could put it up against a wall. Like this is how I originally did it back in my first world. But I don't think it's the best way. Anyway, let me throw those up. I had only had it brought a stack out, so I didn't make it all the way. Let's head back down there. Actually, we'll make a stop by the storage room and grab a few things. Yeah, I don't think there's a difference there either. Between having efficiency and not. What do we got on us? Okay, I don't really need the shears anymore, but we'll keep them just in case we want to remove vines. Which way am I going? Okay. Probably want to get some glowstone again. We're going to try some, try some redstone torches as well. Grab a stack of those. And what else? I think that's about it. I mean, we could do pressure plates over top of things, but I'd rather just trying to think how to hide. Let's start with this. See what we can come up with. Also was told that these things do not work anymore. Well, at least the baby cows can fit through it. But I haven't been breeding anything yet, so I'm going to leave it. Also, enderman released a bunch of my sheep, or one color. These guys, I think it was. So, actually, I think it's in the world download. You may notice that they're in there. I did get them back in there, and I tried to breed them. However, the babies can fit underneath of that as well. So that doesn't really work for breeding if you need to rebreed them. I've also added in one of the manhole things that I was thinking of doing. I don't know if this is the way I'm going to do it, but it's just like that. It comes down, it's off to the side. Now there is no center point between these things because they are 8 apart, but I think that's okay. Okay, so I've gone, everything is done except for this other kind of branch that leads off this way. So I haven't done anything there. And then it's done all the way up to kind of where we got to work it into the purifier. So I haven't finished it that way. I've just gone around the corner, I think as far as I need to for now, until I figure out exactly how and where I'll be coming up from the purifier. Because I don't think I'll be going as far as I've set out here. Because this is past the purifier, I think, or this is like over top of it, if I remember correctly, because couldn't we see it? Oh. Hey, guy. Coming from up there, probably. The shadows I made. So yeah, if the purifier's there, let's see, that means the villagers are right below us, so they'll probably be popping up somewhere around here. But anyway, up to that point, everything is done. So we got streams, we got the alternating current thing going. So alternating paths from bridges going over this way to bridges going over that way. So the next step is, and I've changed these a little bit. I had them doubled up before. I did 2 side by side to kind of match that. And instead of putting slabs there, I put stairs. And I don't think that should affect the villager, even if I'm hugging the one side here, jumping. I will get caught on it, but then I'll go underneath it, and then I'll get pushed to where I need to go. So I don't think it should stop us. Okay, let's get rid of some light here and figure out what we want to do for lighting. Definitely don't need all these torches in here anymore. So let's just get rid of them. So we could try redstone torches. I don't know if I like them. And I don't remember how much light they produce. I don't think they produce a high value anyway. But let's test that out. Because if they don't, I'm not sure how close you'd have to place them to prevent spawning. So let's just throw one up here on the wall. Let's bring up our F3 here. Yeah, they give off a block light level of 8, I think. Or is it actually 7? It is 7. So that doesn't even stop mobs from spawning, does it? Pretty sure it does not. Yeah, so I mean, even if we had torches there, they'd still be able to spawn. It's too bad. That is a nice light level. I don't know if I like having them in the visibly in terms of a visual light. But that is a nice kind of dark light. Okay, so that doesn't work. We could try putting lighting above. Or we could add like cracks in the wall. Whoa, glowstone. So if we got a light level of... We need 8 on these to prevent spawning. Another thing I thought about doing is just putting like half slabs on top of these, but they end up being kind of a little too high and derpy looking. But that might be what I have to end up doing to get the light level right. And I think Rutger Semp mentioned hiding, like doing glitchy lighting, but that doesn't actually provide any light. So that won't be we won't be able to use that to prevent spawns, but we might be able to use that just for an effect. But let's see here. If this is 8, I'm just going to transfer that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If I put glowstone right there, that gives me a block light level of 8. 8 at my feet and 9 at my feet. So that kind of works. I should have got more blocks. And then we could have some vines in there too. Coming down, and that kind of ends up just being a hole in the ceiling. So that could work. Let me go get some blocks to work with. So this might be a lot of work, but yeah, I might throw some random vines as well on the walls. And I might have some random ones coming down from the ceiling as well. Just gotta make sure I put some string or something so that they don't go into the water. Although I'm not sure, well, as long as they're not like on the wall where a villager might get like, I don't know if you'll actually be able to climb out with those half slabs. Oh, I'm stuck. Let me up. Because you can't stand on top of them like you can a ladder. So that's interesting. So it might not even matter, but they might get hung up on it and just float there. I'm not sure. But yeah, I could do that. And that'll just spread on its own. So let's get some cracked stone. Let's get some stone. Let's get some mossy stone. And that should be good enough. And then we'll head back to where we were testing. Hopefully a bunch of mobs haven't spawned there. They sure have. What do we got? Is that a creeper? Of course it's a creeper. Goodbye. Okay. So we could do that. I'm just going to see here. I'm just going to force these vines to grow. So we could do something like that. And even have vines coming down. That might get repetitive because I'd have to do kind of the similar thing over here as well. And that is only, is it 1 block above? It is. So we don't have much play on where I could do that too. Like this just covers the lighting. Block light 8. So if I wanted to do this on this other side, I'd either have to get rid of that one or get rid of that one and do the same thing. And then I'd have to do that every single one. So that would start to look a little goofy, I would think. Just do another one here. I can't see. There we go. And then have some vines. And as long as I don't put the vines, like they shouldn't go any further than right here at the most. Which is alright. I do like that look. But it's going to be... There's only so many variations of this that I can do. Again, I could throw one right here, or I could throw one right there. We could also try having, I guess, broken... I just don't want glowstone or any light really to be visible. And I could do torches, I just don't like torches. So I'm trying to stay away from that. And this one we might need to put... What's that giving us? Block light 8. So that means that is actually 9. So we could actually get rid of that and use that one. Just see here. This is going to be even more tedious having to do all this. I could put a grill there, which might look a little weird. Or again, we throw some vines in there or something. Do something along those lines. We could throw some more vines in there to give the illusion of darkness, I guess. You could still see the glowstone quite easily. Alternatively, have the glowstone above instead of the side, but that's actually the glowstone from the water that we're seeing there. So that gives us a block light of 7, but that's at my face, so actually it should be one lower. So that would be block light 8, block light 9, so that would also prevent spawning. And that looks okay from here. The only thing I don't like is the fact that it's that glowstone there. So I mean I could get rid of that because it's not really doing all that much down there, and I could put it here instead. Like that. And then we could close that up. Better with mossy back there. Something like that. Don't know. Could also play around with stairs in terms of making this look a little bit more busted up. That might be a little bit better. Looks a little less even. I do like that. That almost looks like the skylight. And again, we can see the glowstone, but that's as far away as I can put it. And I would change those out to something as well. The other thing we can do is put some water sources above here to make it look like it's dripping. Whoops. Oh no. No. Oh, I broke it. Well, it's back. Oh, it was still in the glowstone. Okay. Well, that will grow down. And it'll hit this. Kind of like that. But again here, I do wish the lighting from this would be enough. This block light 7, but that's actually coming from there. Not from here. Oh yeah, I don't even think that would be actually too far. If I did there, I'd have to break through the stair again. And if I wanted to put it here, I'd have to hide it directly underneath, and then you would see it as well. I'd have to almost put the glowstone there, or behind the bars, somewhere where it would probably not be diffused by the water. That's annoying. Or we add in more grills every once in a while, like in the middle. But then we'd have grills there, so we don't really want to have too many grills to provide lights. So yeah, lighting is fun. So I'm going to put that there for now. That one doesn't have enough. This one does. That one does. Those ones do not. So this could work out. It is nice and gloomy, which I like. I'll just have to do a variety of different things, I guess. Kind of switch it up between that, and can't really hide one in here, I don't think. Maybe we can. No, yeah, that's where that light is. So we'll have to see. Could possibly hide it here. Or here, but that might be too far back to light that up. So I guess I'll just have to play around with the lighting. That might be a real pain. Hey, zombie. I see you. Are you a zombie? Oh, you're both. You're a zombie and a skeleton. Alright, well, that's probably enough for the sewer. Let's move on to something else for the rest of the episode. Alright, we don't have too much time left in the episode, so we're going to finish off down at the mob farm. I also don't like how you can see the wiring through that leaf block when the door is closed, so I might have to do something about that. And yeah, some things were spawning somewhere around here. I'm not sure where. I might have taken care of it. I think some were spawning on those crafting benches, but I'm not positive. But what we're going to do, I also took down, to interrupt myself over and over again, used to be those platforms going around, and there's a lot of light that was kind of leaking into this thing. So I actually tried to remove some of it for now. So I've just got light over here, which lowers the block light to 8 on this side, and be even less by the time it gets into the machine. And same with over here. I've got it on the wall there, so it should be relatively low and should only affect the lower floors, but it's pretty dark as you can see at the tops. And same along here. I've just got enough light to prevent spawning on these things. So that should increase. And it looks like there's light up in that hole that's bleeding out this way. So I might have to block that in as well. So this thing wasn't really running as efficiently as it could have been. So now that has increased. Looks like one of them is jammed up at the moment, which happens, but we'll just have to wait for it to clear itself, or I would have to fire an arrow in there, but I can't see where he is. Where are you, guy? Yeah, don't worry about it. Whee! We got our iron golems in here, I hope, still. I don't think they'll die. Occasionally they get locked into like a loop where they try to kill a mob, but then the mob dies from fall damage. But they keep swinging at them, but I think they do reset themselves out of it as soon as they target a new mob, I think. Not positive on that. Yeah, like that guy. He's in a kind of a loop. He's still trying to kill something that's not there. And that guy too. But they're not... Anytime I come back, they're not like that, so maybe it's only when the chunk reloads. I'm not too sure. But anyway, what we're gonna do is take the TNT. I don't think we'll get too far with it, but the plan is to take the TNT out of here. And what do we got now? I moved the TNT that was in there just over here for now. So we got 4.5 double chests, 5.5 double chests, almost 6 double chests of gunpowder. And the plan is to link it up to the old stream here. So let's see what we got to do. I want to get it to the elevator specifically. So I think what we'll do is have it come off of here and loop around. Well, this one is going the wrong way, but we could change that, because this is no longer needed. So what we'll have, and this will be probably no longer needed, although I might keep it there anyway, just so I can, if I do have any more items back there that I want to send this way, I can use the stream to do so. But this water will be changed directions so that it goes around the corner and into the item elevator. I also blocked off that wall that's been open forever. Since forever. So how should we connect to here? Our iron golem farm is still hooked up to this as well. It's I never did divert it into its own stream. It goes straight through here and into this one. So let's see, we could either turn the iron golem farm over and meet up with a new section. We could have it maybe go underneath this. I don't know if that's worthwhile doing, or beside it. In terms of what's the spacing of these, I guess we could do it like in between one of these rows, because that is uneven numbers. So we could have it turn here, and we could have it go by, and then we'd pick up the gunpowder on the way. And then we're going to send it up top to our storage room. So we're going to have to rework part of our storage room to accommodate that. But I think that's a good enough place to put it as any. You'll be able to see it from underneath the walkway. So why don't we do that? This mob's fall on our head. Does work pretty quick though. Okay, and then we'd probably have it turn somewhere around here. Maybe even right up against the wall, or one away from the wall, I don't know. Maybe there, I guess. I'll have to get the other one going. Oops, that's not a big deal. And then I got some dirt to fill in the rest, to get rid of the water. And then we'll probably dig out the bottom row and replace it with stone, or ice, I mean. And then we'll put the whole stair and everything in. And half slab. Just dying. Non-stop dying. Love it. Now we gotta find a new project to use that TNT for. Gotta blow something up. Alright. We do have our wither boss thing, which is becoming hard to do. I have gotten it to work in creative. It's very hard to do, and it ends up just blowing everything up. The obsidian capsule just gets destroyed by the wither regardless, because he won't stay still. And if he gets knocked into the side of the container, he just blows it up. So that might not be the way to go. We might have to try a different way. Okay, well this will go, I guess, meet up directly. I don't know if it'll meet up with the item elevator where it is, or if we'll turn it. Maybe we'll turn it. Blocking off all these lights. Let's just see. See where this goes. We'll go around the mob system. The other mob system, that is. And maybe we'll hang a right when we get to there, or a left, sorry. And we'll connect it up with that. And then that'll be good. Okay, so let's join it right here. Like so. Get rid of those. That will work. Cover that up. Actually, I'll probably have to get rid of those pumpkins, but I'll do that from the inside, because the ice is going to be right next to them, and then they will end up melting. Not the problem. Hi. Right. So yeah, other projects that we want to work on. I do want to do brewing. People have mentioned brewing in the last episode, or last couple episodes. I do want to get something going with automated brewing. I'll have to play around and creative to see what I can come up with. I know there used to be, they've kind of changed the way comparators work with brewing stands. They technically fixed it, but it does make it actually harder to do things with it, I think. I don't know, I haven't really looked to see what people have done yet, because I kind of like to fiddle around with myself first. And it used to be that one item in the ingredient slot would account for... Yeah, mobs. Oh yeah, mobs everywhere. Didn't light it up. Don't you blow up. This must have knockback. Look at all this. Oops! I should have put down torches, I guess, until I had this thing closed. Go away. But yeah, as I was saying, it used to be one ingredient would give off a full signal on a comparator. So if you had like 3 bottles in there and one and one ingredient, that would give off a full 15. Now they've changed it so that the fourth slot is actually proper in that it only gives off a signal strength relative to the quantity in that slot. So if there's only one item in that fourth slot and you got 3 bottles, that comparator signal doesn't actually change. So you can't really detect having one ingredient in there anymore, as far as I'm aware. You have to have something like 20, 12, I can't remember how many. I did play around with it. I think it's 11 or 12 before it'll actually give off a signal change, strength change. So I'm thinking maybe the best way to do it might be with a timer instead of actually detecting when the ingredient is used up. Just start a timer when the ingredient is thrown in there, maybe using hopper timers, and go from there, so that you just kind of time how long it takes for a potion to normally be brewed, and that would be the cycle, and then you just kind of repeat it. So that's probably what I'm going to try to play around with, but I'm going to do it in creative first, just to see what I could figure out. And then from there we will set up something. I'm not sure where yet. It'll be underground for the most part, and it will probably send the potions up to someplace over on top of the ground, or however you say it. Oops. Above ground. There we go. And from there, yeah. So I don't know where we'll do that. I don't know if you can... I doubt you can sort potions, at least not in any method that I'm aware of. But maybe you can, because they don't stack. I'm not too sure how that's done for non-stackable items. But if there's a way, if you let me know what that is, otherwise I'll probably have separate item elevators for each item. No, this isn't working very well. I hate shifting across though, it's so slow. Oh, come on. Sprint, go. Nope. Go, go, go. Nuts. Okay. Rolling out of room. So yeah, that's the plan with the brewing. Also might want to set up some like speed potions in places that we travel, maybe in the sewers even. At each end or at various locations there could be a speed 2 boost splash potion that you could hit, so that you can just run through there a lot quicker. Or in like the nether we could set things up. That would be an option. I think I'm going to run out of stairs before I can finish this. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. For now, the projects that we are currently working on, yeah, is the villager thing. I do want to get that up and running. But I'll try not to only work on it. And I do want to get this up and running so that I can not have to come down here and check how we're doing for TNT. I want all the TNT to go up to our storage room. Probably on the same floor there as the co-op. And I'll probably wipe out a bunch of those chests in there and replace them with some more kind of advanced storage things for items such as gunpowder, cobblestone, and stuff like that, that we can have multiple chests that kind of get auto-sorted as well, and all that fun stuff. Alright, I need to get more stairs, and then this thing will be at least spawn-proof. Ah! Do I have... what do I have in here? Nothing. Nothing! Do I have enough stone on me to finish this? Maybe. Then I think that's all we're going to have time for. We didn't get too far. I'm recording this during the week, so my time is more limited. So just not going to be able to do too much off-camera stuff, as I spent a lot of off-camera stuff on that sewer this week. Oops. Whoopsie. Scrolled over to the ender pearls. But yeah, I am liking how things are coming together. In terms of other projects, we talked about the ender farm I want to redo, so maybe let me know if you want to see that, or if I should do it off camera and just show you the results. And then we could go look at the bulletin board again sometime soon to see what we have going on there, because that has all of our kind of ongoing projects, and maybe there's stuff there we can update as well that have changed. I should have enough stairs. Oh yeah. Plenty of stairs. Okay. I'll leave it like that for now. So the plan is to basically do the same thing as we're doing here. Dropping the items into the incinerator, but I'm going to have another one that rapidly fires out the gunpowder. I guess it doesn't even have to go rapidly, but we'll have another like pulsar type thing hooked up to a dropper that will take the gunpowder and spit it into a water stream instead of a lava pool, and then that the water stream will send it out down that way, and we might have it store items for a bit. Like it might not fire off until like the dropper's almost full or something, and then it will run until it's empty, and then it'll wait, so that we're not having that item elevator going for like one item at a time every like just constantly, which it might do if it's for every one gunpowder that heads towards it. So maybe we can store it up so at least there's a stack, or yeah, dropper full, so maybe we can play with that. That might take a little bit more fancy wiring to do. So that is an option. I think I like that better. And I still got to lower the other mob system, even though it's not necessary anymore with the golems in there. They seem to be doing their job, so that was a good idea. Thank you to whoever said that. I don't remember. Was it... Nope, I don't remember who you were, but thank you nonetheless. Yeah, they seem to be doing their job. And we'll see how long they last before we have to replace them. I guess the only time I could see them really taking damage is if a skeleton survives and he hits the skeleton. Like if a skeleton falls with full enchanted armor or something and takes more than one hit to kill, then he might take a hit between hitting the skeleton once and the skeleton and returning fire. But even then, I'm not too sure. He might hit the skeleton high enough up in the air that he falls and dies anyway with one hit. So we'll see how that goes. I am going to continue working on this a little bit, but that will be the end of the episode. I'll get this all connected and throw some water in there and divert this water stream and have that all hooked up. And then in another episode, we'll work on actually doing the wiring for the dropper to get the gunpowder to the storage room. But I guess before we do that, we should probably set something up in the storage room for the gunpowder to go to. So that would probably be the next step for this project. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and shall see you in the next episode.